Right then, today I'm going to be showing you some of my battle skills. I know, I don't think the people are prepared for this, but I guess I'm going to have to show it. Anyway, I'm going to use a psychic deck that I made based off Mewtwo that I adjusted to have Mew in as well. I may show what's got in there later. I still need to adjust it, plus I'm not saying it's an amazing deck, but it's good for building up some power. I'm going to act like I definitely know completely what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to do some of these. As you can see, I got to beginner rank 4, which I'm not going to say is not too bad. Not really high, but... And I've lost a few matches, but I've been doing mostly wins, so that's good. And I want to get pretty high. Hopefully, because, well, if you've checked out the rewards, then you'll see that's worth it. If that's what you like. But also, it's just fun to play some. And yeah, won't be too bad. Anyway, so looks like we're facing a dark type deck, which is not great in terms of typing, since they're going to get 20 plus on me, but if I'm able to knock out any strong dark types that come into play, that shouldn't be too bad. So, let me just use that. I'm going to save the potion, which I know I could heal my Mew, but I'm going to save the potion and form possibly my Mewtwo, depending on how this plays. Right. I'm going to attach to my Mew, use Psychic Shot. I may heal my Mew next, in hopes that it doesn't get knocked down immediately. But if they play their Venipede, then they're going to be able to knock out my Mew. So... okay. This is not a good starting match for me. Put this in. Give this to my Mewtwo. Do this, because I can. Got a potion. Would have liked another potion, get this to 50 so the Venipede wouldn't knock me out immediately, but... not sure. I could go in for the attack, start building up my Mewtwo. Wanted to save another space for my Gardevoir, possibly a Giratina if I get in there, but... I'm not sure. This dark type is not very good for my psychic type. And... so I don't know how to play this. If they didn't have that Venipede, then this would be an alright start, but... it's that Venipede that's an issue. They're likely going to knock me out here, which means I'm going to lose out. The fact that they've got a fighting type thing there, fighting type energy, is not too bad of a sign. Does mean they've got some fighting types, and if they're to put those in, that'd be good for type effectiveness. But it could also be that they've just put fighting type energy in there for some reason. Who knows? I've got a Mew there, but I don't know if I want to put a Mew in that space yet. Invest all in. I'll put Mew in there, because it's Geno hacking that can be helpful. If I go on a strong one, but now that I can build up that side drive, which will be helpful, I don't need to stress so much about the Mew. Mew is a good starting one if I'm unable to pull a Mewtwo, because I can only have 2 Mewtwo EXs, so Mew could be a good starting one. Plus, if Mewtwo EX won't finish the job instantly, then put a Mewtwo. Let's see what I get. Giratina, Haunter. I do need to take out the Gengar line. I just don't see how that can be beneficial for me, but I'd much rather just build up now. Save my energies. I know I could just use it, but why waste them? Also means I can do more to build up that Mew. Nothing here is super effective against me, so... plus that's 50, which would be an issue for me, since that could knock me out in 3 goes. If they have something like a Giovanni, then 2, or possibly the new red card, which, because I've got an EX, would add 20 to the attack, but because I'm able to use Side Drive, means I get my last point. Go use the Pokeball, because why not? So, Pokeball, throw in the Rolts, because again, why not? Use Gardevoir's attack, because... take a guess. Why not? Too bad I don't have a why not. Use Side Drive, which does lose 2 energies, but because I'm going to get my last point, give me 3 points and the win for the game, that's me done. And I win. So yeah, my Psychic deck is pretty good, at least for starting matches, but this is still the beginner bit. Beginner league, whatever you want to call it. Beginner rank. So, they may not be as good decks being used, but still, my Psychic type is doing pretty well. Plus, this is the main one I use for when I do solo matches, which I've completed every single solo match that you can do. Beginner, intermediate, expert, and the other one. Except for Shining Revelry, for the hardest one, the Master Ball one. And I haven't done that one because, well, I haven't got onto it. I do need to do that, especially because I do them for the hourglasses, so I can open packs, because I like to open 10 packs. But, so I do need to do that, but at the moment I'm doing ranked matches, because if you get high in the ranked matches, which I'll probably show at the end of the video, it can be very beneficial. Like the top one, which I'm not expecting I'll be able to get that far. I think I'd be thinking too highly of myself if I could. I truly believe that. But if you can get into those top ones, that's 100 hourglasses by the end of the season. Which is not too bad, since that's nearly the 10 pack. And presuming you had no hourglasses before, you'd only need 20 more hourglasses or 10 more gold bars, I believe. So, definitely beneficial. I'm very lucky there. If they'd put that on like that Palkia or Articuno, that would not be a good start for me, even if I was able to get my Mewtwo in. Professor Oak, might as well start evolving that now. Hopefully I get an excellent. Okay. Right. I think my Mew is actually going to be pretty useful here. Obviously, Mewtwo too, but... Mewtwo too. But, I'm going to get my Mew in, because it's easier to build up that genome hacking. Plus, if I'm able to get that in, then I could use that against the Palkia. Also, something I've noted, what I also need to do is... What am I thinking? Alright, I need to start adding those item things that you can give to Pokemon. I'm thinking of maybe adding the K-Pin, which, because I've got that Mew, it'll take it to 150, plus, if I give it to Mewtwo, then it means I could survive attacks from, like, Palkia, which would be beneficial, but also doing a little bit of damage to a strong Pokemon that, like, 160, 170 HP, could be really good, because of the little issue when it comes to, like, Proboss, I think, is the one. I'm sure there's other options, but Pokemon like that, it could really help with beating those, because even if I get a Pokemon out, for example, let's say that Curlier, and then, I don't know what Proboss is, but I think it's 170, so Proboss takes 20 HP, that means I could put my Mewtwo in, and knock out through Mewtwo, so I need to choose out of the two which would be best, but I'm thinking more the cape. Maybe put 1 or 2 capes and use those instead of the Gengar line, because I need to get rid of the Gengar line. Like, I don't have any EX because I've used Gengar as if I didn't get one of the EXs, but it's part of the older deck before I adjusted it. And, well, yeah, I'll just need to change it. I know I see that Palkia. There, yep. Why am I not surprised? I've just realised my mistake. But that is discard free energy. I'm hoping for a Professor soon. Because if I'm able to get a Professor, or if I'm able to get a Curlier, I can evolve that so it doesn't do so much damage. Professor, perfect. Come on, give me a Curlier. Can I just get a Curlier? Okay, well. If I start building up that side drive, unless they have another Misty and get incredibly lucky, which I'm going to heal this up anyway, just for safety, and I should probably heal up that Rolts, but they can't attack my Rolts with nothing there, I don't think. Nope, it can't do anything. And unless they have a Misty, they can't really build up that, because they don't have Vaporeon either. So I should be good. Knock this out. I'm probably going to use Side Drive, because 1, I can easily build that up. 2, I don't want to risk them getting a Misty. I think they may know this. So they could start building up their Articuno instead, so that they can use Blizzard. Instead, depends. Let's see what they choose. Starmie. That's just 2 energy for 90 damage. Again, another one which, if I'm able to keep up Mewtwo's health, hopefully get another potion next, or Curlier. Actually, I think I'd prefer another potion. Just because, if I'm able to get that, then I've got something to back up to heal Mewtwo, so I don't have any of those two come in and do a massive amount of damage. That's not helpful. Okay. Hopefully they don't have another one. They're going to attack, but that's only going to be 30, which isn't great. But okay. Side Drive. Retreat. Pull back Mewtwo. Okay. Just thinking about this. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to go in for the attack. I'm just gonna pause you for a moment. Sorry. Okay. Well, sorry. Interrupted you because, well, I don't think you wanted to. And the noises that were going on was a bit loud. Anyway. So, as you can tell, I lost. They retreated the Palkia, played the Articuno, and used its attack to knock out my Rolts, as you can see here. They also added this for some reason, which I'm guessing they were just using the items they could, for the sake of it. These were no issue, it was the Rolts that they knocked out, so, pretty well played. A bit disappointing to have a loss, but that was pretty well done, so I'm against it. Anyway, so I'm probably going to finish it there. Nice little thing to end off on. So, final rank rewards. Now this is where you want to go, because 1, brag. All these. Nice to add these in too, but that is going to be one hell of a brag to be able to show off. But, a bit more importantly, each one of these, apart from the unranked one, gives 100, and this gives 95. Which, again, like I said, for the 100s, very beneficial if you want to open packs, especially 10 packs, which is the same price to open 1 pack and open it 10 times, then open 10 pack and do that once. But it's just quicker and sometimes a whole lot more fun if you want to open 10 pack altogether. But yeah. Battle history. So, these are the ones that I've done. I did a victory without the rank up. Sadly got a defeat, which that one was, I was just impressed. I'm not going to say they played amazing, but not because I want to be rude, just because I'm not the sort of person to judge on that sort of thing. I'm not exactly an expert in this, so. But yeah. Victory, pretty nice, rank up, victory. Sadly got a defeat there, but, no. Victory, rank up. Defeat, I think that was yesterday. Got victory and defeat, which were the ones I just played with now. Just so you can see. So, that's it. And now I'm going to show my deck that I've been using. I'm sure there's got to be a whole lot of ways that I could probably do better, but I need to change the Ghastly, the Haunter, and the Gengar, just so you know. These are so I can build up Psychics, so Rolts, Curlier, Gardevoir, and also so I have a better chance of building 2 up. 2 Mewtwo's and 2 Mews, The Mewtwo's are because a strong attack, which goes well with the Gardevoir, and the Psychic Sphere is also useful, and only takes 2. The Mew is because Side Shot only 20, which can be pretty good, but also because if I'm going up against a stronger Pokemon, Genome Hacking is very beneficial. Ditto's main use is because it can copy attacks, and this does the same job, except, yes, it costs 2 more energies, but if you're able to get those 2 more energies on, then you can do any attack from the current attacker's play, so it can be incredibly beneficial. Giratina, I've been testing that. I haven't found much use for it. I think I may be adjusting that, but the priority is getting that Gengar line out of there. 2 potions, just so I can heal. A Pokeball, so I can get a basic Pokemon, which is usually to get one of these EXs in, but possibly a Ralts if I don't have any. Professor's Research, because having 2 is just useful, get Pokemon. Giovanni, because if I do have a Pokemon that's like 160, and I have Mewtwo in there, that can just be very beneficial. Or if I want to get a basic Pokemon to get that point in, maybe they're 30 and I have Mewtwo in, not Mewtwo, Mew in, then I can just finish them off. Basically, it's just useful. So, that's my current deck. And like I said, priority, and priority to get those 3 out. Possibly get you out. And I'm thinking of adding some of those tools cards. So yeah, just so you see. Accessories, just if you wanted to see. So yeah, so you can see my deck. So if there's something that you could just note why I'm getting it wrong, then I guess you can put it down in the comments. But I'm really just working on this myself, and it's just my sort of thing to work on. I'm not incredibly invested into the battling, but I do find it fun. And just so you see on solo, complete, which I completed that yesterday, and I just need to start working on these. Yeah. So that's my battling. Probably do another one of these if it does well. Anyway. And that was my deck. And the rewards. Just so you know. Don't have a challenge. There we go. Complete that. Anyway. I guess that's me done. That's a very bad end of the video. Anyway.